So it's been reported that Stephen A. Smith is going to be the highest paid guy at ESPN, the highest paid journalist ever, or broadcaster ever, or something like that. Something along those lines. And you know what? I'm proud of Stephen A. Smith for that. And he deserves that. Despite, the criticisms that people have of Stephen A. Smith, despite people saying they don't like the way he does journalism. They feel like at times he is too over the top, too boisterous, too much. Some people feel like sometimes he's unfair to his black counterparts and things of that nature. Despite those things, however people may feel, Stephen A. is a damn hard worker. Like, he works extremely hard. And I see it because ESPN be having him commentating all different type of things. He cover everything. Boxing, baseball, football, basketball. Like, I see him everywhere. And he always is able to find a niche in anything he's reporting. And they know, for one, ESPN knows that Stephen A. is their bread and butter. Whether people want to admit it or not, Stephen A. is high quality entertainment. Whether you love him or you hate him, you're going to be entertained at the stuff that he says. He says it in a way that's like, I don't know, for some reason it captures you. Either it captures you to be mad, it captures you to be happy, it captures you to laugh. He is a ratings boost for anything that ESPN has. So much so that show that Jalen Rose is on, what is it called? Get Up? That show was doing so bad, they put Michelle Beadle out of there, put him in there during times to help carry the show, and him and Jalen Rose had great banter back and forth. Stephen A. knows how to talk to basketball players, to athletes, period. He knows how to get the answers out of them that people want to hear. He knows how to stir up a crowd or stir up some type of conversation that's going to be controversial or going to lead to some not controversial, some controversial things to be said, or some entertaining or interesting things to be said. When I saw him get on that show with Jalen Rose, it was clear that he was the big difference maker. And I saw it all in the comment section. People were really engaged with him and Jalen's banter, and they were like, man, Stephen A. needs to be paid more. He is a workhorse for ESPN. I mean, it's been times where I know Stephen A. should have had a vacation. He come out of, I promise you, I feel like he get out the bed and go and cover these sports because ESPN calls him and say, yo, we need you. And he come there and do his thing. He get busy. He make his mark. At the end of the day, we got a clip from him that's all over Twitter, all over Instagram, all over Facebook, and it's memorable. And whether you like it or not, man, the man is a hard worker to the core. To come from where he was a beat writer in Philadelphia, he was covering high school sports, former player at Winston-Salem State University in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, to have a career in journalism that he's had after starting off all of them started off at a small scale, but to blossom into what he's become now, it's been a great thing to watch, man. I remember when he had the Quite Frankly show. And that was in 2005. And I remember when he first started coming around in 04, 03, they was talking to him. And I was like, man, this dude entertaining, man. He's very blunt. He's straight to the point. He's brash. But at the same time, he has raw, unfiltered truth. And people appreciate that from guys. And that's what I appreciated from him, because I knew he was going to keep it 100 and he was going to say exactly how he felt. No matter what. And I respected that type of journalism from him. So to see him getting that bread that he getting, all props to you, brother. You deserve all that money that you getting. I ain't mad at you because, again, he does so much for ESPN. I'm seeing it. I'll be like, man, this man got to come out of his bed for everything. When a trade happens, they always want to see what Stephen A. thinks about it. They always find a way to get him on the line and talk and see how he feels about this trade. Stephen A., what you feel about this? How you feel about this? What will this do to this team's effort to go to the playoffs? What will this do to, will this trade increase this team's championship chances? And Stephen A. breaks it down accordingly. He addresses every single point and how it will benefit this team, or how the trade will benefit this team, and how it will take away from this team in some type of way. Now, we've known at times they had their time when he was talking football and he got players' names wrong. He's named players that weren't even playing or were out for the season and things like that. And things happen because ESPN got him covering so much. He like, damn, he can't watch every single thing. He can't be in 5 places at one time. He can't watch 5 different things at one time. You know what I mean? So, of course, there are some things he's not going to get everything right. There are going to be mistakes, especially when you cover so much that he covers, man. But one thing I appreciate, man, is that when he is professional. Like, he's always on top of his business. Always, he's writing articles. Always coming through when we're relying on him to be the voice of reasoning for a trade, or voice of reasoning for something that's going on in the NBA, man. So, salute to him, man. And look, man, people are like, why is he loud and why is he this and that? It's the same reason why Shannon Sharp cracks jokes and, you know, pulls out the Henny and pulls out the jerseys of LeBron and the mask. This is entertainment television. And in entertainment television, Stephen A. is one of the most entertaining journalists that we've seen in a while. And we need that. We need laughter. Because if he told sports just like a regular sports reporter, ESPN will be dull and dry. We need a guy who's going to say things to us. It's going to make us laugh. It's going to make us just chuckle all day. Whether, and I got a slew of Stephen A. quotes, stuff that he said. He gonna come through with that fancy vocabulary. He gonna come through with the, how dare he have the temerity, the unmitigated gall. He gonna say all those type of stuff. He gonna come and say class personified. He gonna come through and say, what else Stephen A. be saying, man? Man, he got a thesaurus of words that you be like, man, what'd he say? But one thing I know is he definitely, and people talk about his sources. Now, sometimes his sources has been shaky, but he has broken a lot. He's broke a lot of stories before they came to the media. He broke a lot of different stories, man, including that LeBron James was going to, was he going to go to Miami? I think Stephen A. called that. Or he was leaving Cleveland the first time. You know? So, Stephen A., despite the criticisms, man, he is a force at ESPN. And without him, the ship, I don't know, it wouldn't be floating. It wouldn't be floating too good right now without him. Because he creates that counter personality for a Max Kellerman to debate, for a Will Cain to debate. He always going to come with a different type of perspective and a different type of argument. So, I'm happy for Stephen A. I'm genuinely happy that he got his bread. You deserve every bit of that contract, brother. Keep doing your thing. And keep telling us how you feel, man. And that's despite all the other stuff. Peace.